Glory to Ukraine, glory to brave Ukrainian army. We will definitely win. During the night from 20th to 21st of February, Russia terrorist state attacked Ukraine, cities of Ukraine by 19 shaheds and 4 or 5 missiles of different types. Part of this was hit by our air defense forces, but part of them launched and landed and caused explosions and caused destructions and wounded people. Rhapsody in blue. This is rose variety, this is shrub rose, and I will show you how it was growing during this season, and will share my impressions and my observations. I have planted it in autumn 20 and then replanted it anew because initial place was picked not very good, not ideal one, and I decided to replant it, and now it is growing for the second year at this new place, and I hope that this will be its permanent place for ages. Why it is pretty high in my personal rating of rose varieties. First of all, because it has pretty changing color, not color but shade of color. I love this purple, this deep violet color in roses and in all flowers, and of course in roses. And it starts blooming in this very, very deep and intense violet color. Especially in June, we have much more probably, we have a pretty not so hot weather, up to maybe 25 degrees by Celsius, and it means that color will be pretty strong and pretty intense, and as you can see, it's very, very nice, of course, if you like this color at all. Then what else? In addition to very nice color, it has fragrance. This is one of the fragrant roses in my garden, and of course it's used very good to the fragrant gardens, to the fragrant areas, to your ideas if you want to create some fragrant place in your yard. It shows middle of the flower. It's semi-double, and during the blooming, the life of flower, it could change color a little bit, and even at some point in time, at some point in life of the flower, separate one, it could show even bluish shades, and maybe that's why it was picked this name for this variety, because definitely it could show very nice shade of this color, even too bluish. Life of each separate flower, it's not so long. It could be influenced, but not severely, by hot sun. It is in my garden. I have planted it in place where it is exposed to the sun from the dawn to maybe 6 p.m. something like that. And I would say it feels good at that place. In that place, but except very, very hot and long lasting, like a week of 30 plus degrees Celsius regular temperature, then it could be influenced by sun, and some petals would be spoiled by this. But in general, clusters are so rich, they are long lasting, and they will be long lasting. It has repeat blooming here in my garden, second flush only. It does not bloom for the third time. Second flush will be till autumn, but not very late. And as I mentioned, not once but a couple of times, for other varieties, this one as well, it suits very well for such climates as mine, and I guess that it will suit to be grown, to be planted in some northern regions, northern countries, because flowers, they will open definitely, because they are semi-double. In my garden, it is this flower, this variety, they could be spoiled by different types of beetles. Yeah, they just destroy petals and destroy buds, and that's why some flowers may be not fully formed. But of course, this is one of the area where bees like to be very much. They are working here in these flowers for a long period by preparing to get the honey to us. Branches, they are thorny. Thorns not so severely ones, but still they are. Branches are very long, I would say, and arcing. They support themselves. I did not provide any support for these branches, but still, if your region very windy, very stormy, I would support them in such case. But here in my region, it was not, no one branch was destroyed or broken by severe winds. We do not have such long-lasting wind periods, but from time to time we could have some stormy weather with very strong wind gusts. Yeah, as I mentioned, it grown pretty long and pretty high branches, 150 centimeters long approximately. And as far as I remember, this is not the top top border of this. Of course, they could be grown even higher. And also I know from recommendations of other gardeners here in Ukraine that this variety, it likes horizontally to set and fix these branches in more horizontal position, and then it will be blooming much more generously, because now it is blooming almost and at the top of the branch. And of course, if branches are more than 150 centimeters high, you will see somewhere in the clouds the clusters of flowers, and it's not so good as if you could see them much more in much quantity, and if it is in the area of your site. Also, shrubs in general, they do not prefer a very strong spring cutting, spring pruning, but also based on feedback from our rose breeders, they have observation that this very variety, it likes pretty strong pruning, and then the bush will be not so high and will be much more generous. We will see. I will try it this year. Soon, less than in a month, we will start pruning our roses. Of course, it depends on the region, because southern regions, they already started and pruned maybe even all of their roses. Here in my region, more northern one, no, we have not started this yet, but I will try maybe to prune it much more than I did it this during the previous periods. So yeah, variety interesting, variety popular here in Ukraine in our gardens. Would be grateful for your feedback about it. What measures does it take, and how do you care about it? How do you prune it? How do you fix it? Would be grateful for all feedbacks. Thanks for your attention, for listening. Till the next video, and bye.